Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined now by Rockstar Maid, Everette, Benton, and Everette. Tonight you're facing Bailey Bragg. Can I get your thoughts on that match?
You know, Bailey's been a thorn in my side for the past year. We've trained together, but man, you know, I just thought him and the bank were a little bit better than that, what they've been showing me in the past year. We've been getting low blows, we've been getting Shane interrupting our matches. So tonight, I'm looking to put an end to all that, and I'm looking to make this the year of Rockstar Maid, Everette Benton.
All right, Everette versus Bailey. It's happening right here tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, the bank. Guys, first of all, right off the bat, I'm noticing Dakota's not here. Where's he at?
Don't worry where Dakota is. The bank doesn't need Dakota.
Okay. Moving right along. So, are you guys not defending the Zawa Live Tag Team titles tonight? Are you? What's going on?
Listen. We don't need to defend the tag team titles either, because everybody knows that we're the best tag team in Zawa Live. Tell them about it, Shane Shaw.
Look, you have Bailey. Worth enough that he can afford all the Florida homes because he's the Florida man. And then you have Ty, Team Money, that just knows what to do right because he joined us to make that money. We don't need to be a team all the time, but it's all about the money.
That's the bank, y'all.
This opening contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring in the company of the bank, he is one half of the Zawa Live Tag Team Champions, the Florida Man, Bailey Bright.
Stand up, come on! Stand up, Zawa Live in the face of Florida Man, Baby! He's the man. He's the champion.
Start things off here at Zawa Live's Zen Den show with Florida Man Bailey Bright. Gage right here behind the camera is fixing their hair, I guess. Right, one half of the Zawa Live Tag Team Champions taking on the bank. With the bank, rather, he'll be taking on Rockstar Maid Everette Benton here.
Sorry about that. I can't even afford for the king. This music sucks! Sounds like I'm at the candy shop strip club. What are we at a club or where you at, Zawa Live?
Rockstar Maid, Everette Benton.
Come on, y'all, let's go. They don't like you. They don't like you. That's why they're not cheering for you. And they don't like you. Really? Now, baby. Really? Music is this. I can do that with just my cerebral palsy leg.
Hey, how about you stay out the ring, buddy, alright? Don't let you lose.
You know what? You can't handle the CP. I've beaten this guy, what, 3 times now? We're gonna make it 4 tonight?
Yeah!
Let's have another hair match. Let's shave his head. Calm down. We're open for business. We can have another shave. Oh,
Alright, kicking things off here at Zawa Live's Zen Den show, the first show of the new year. We've got Bailey Bragg representing the bank, taking on Rockstar Maid, Everette Benton here at Zawa Live headquarters. Gage right here behind the camera bringing you all the action. As Bailey and Everette facing off. These two know each other very well. Bailey actually trained Everette at the Zen Wrestling Academy. He's kind of had Everette's number late 2022 and see if that continues early into 2023 as Bailey backing Everette up into the corner and kind of patronizing him a little bit. You see Bailey not even really dressed to compete. He's wearing the boat shoes and the Hawaiian shirt, not even taking the sunglasses off. Of course, you see the nuisances known as the Shane Show and Ty Montgomery looking on from the outside as... Whoa. See, Bailey has a hold of Everett's left arm. Trying to assert control here. Look at Everette. Everette, what an athlete, rolling through. And look at the nice arm drag. Everette showing why he's rock star. Whoa! And Bailey tried to go for the low blow, but Everette caught him. Look at him rolling through. And has a hold of the rope, though.
You get back. Hey, attention. You want to know?
Cover was broken up. Bailey had hold of that bottom rope, but now locking up once again, headlock. Everette able to shake it off, drop down. Bailey off the rope, some different leapfrogs, Bailey. Goes for another arm drag, and he got it.
Yeah, there we go.
Benton. Everette is on the roll here. Bailey doesn't know what hit him. You see the bank is trying to... Oh my God, look out. Everette nearly going to the outside, and now look at... Oh my God, whoa! Bailey using Ty as a pick and a rake to the eyes. Classic bank at its finest here. These... Oh my God.
Shut up!
Let's go!
Well, Bailey and the bank wreaking havoc here at the Zawa Live headquarters in Rock Falls. He's got a hold of Everette now. Oh my God. Oh! Dropped on the ring apron. Everette had a good start to his career. Hold that thought cover here, and Everette kicks out at 2. Benton had a good start to his 2022. Hoping to try to keep it going in 2023, but again, he's kind of had Everett's number. And for Bailey, this might be a little bit personal. If you guys recall back in 2022, Everette had an invitation to join the bank and said no. I think Bailey's kind of held that against Everette ever since. And now, putting the boat shoes to him in the corner.
Leave him alone!
Bailey really taking out the frustration. Look out! Oh, and the cannonball in the corner.
Hey, you got a picture here. Beautiful.
Whoa.
That was one handsome devil right there.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Oh my God. Now into the cover here. Shoulders are down on Everette. Benton kicks out at 2.
There you go, handsome devil.
Bailey just... Oh, the pain here. You see Everette trying to fight his way back. Throw right hands. Bailey still yet to take the sunglasses off. Everette catches the boot. Comes through. Oh! Oh, and Bailey mows right through him with the back elbow. Much to the delight of the Shane Show, as you can see. Hooking that outside leg once again, and Everette kicks out at 2.
What are you going to school?
The bank is irate here. Bailey thought that was going to be 3.
Bailey, finish it.
Now again, going much deeper cover, but Everette kicks out at 2 again.
Count faster.
2, get off the
That's 3.
Off the rope.
Hey, you worry about you, I'll worry about my guys. I'm their home, not you.
Shane, you go.
Bailey still continuing to rain down punishment here on Everette. Everette trying to fight back.
We're off the rope.
Bailey again just
Go, get off the rope.
has Everette now hanging him up on the ropes. Oh my God.
3, 4.
All right, you listen to me, baby.
Oh, look at this now. Come on. Shane Show with the noogie hanging him up in the ropes. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Come on. And now Ty taking his turn. Come on. Somebody's got to... It's the bank for you, like I said. These guys are up to no good. He says he needs some Germex. Everybody knows Purell is the superior hand sanitizer. Now Bailey with the knee in the back.
A lot worse, but never first.
Slow the pace of the match down here.
You stop, you go home.
Out here at Zawa Live HQ trying to get Everette back into it. Everette, look at the jawbreaker. That might have bought him some time. Look, here comes Everette throwing rights, throwing everything. everything he's got at Bailey. Bailey, nice counter, sending him off the ropes. Everett able to ducks under once again. Fast and loose. Comes in with the crossbody, or rather an elbow. Bailey asking how's his face. No worse than Flair, but you might want to look out from behind as Everett is fired up here.
Lay out the way!
Yep, well, here comes Everett! Big right hand in the corner. What an athlete this kid is. Uh-oh, sending him up and over. Big right hand, though. Everett still going big knee right to the back of the head. Now Everett, well, watch out. We got low ceilings up here. Oh, my God. Look at Everett trying to straddle those ropes. Here we go. Uh-oh, and Bailey caught him. Oh, boy. Look out. Oh, but Everett was able to counter it. Now they're exchanging right hands. Quite a big high knee.
Come on, Bailey!
Drew Everett, look at that neck breaker. Big neck breaker from Everett Benton. Into the cover. Shoulders down and whoa. Kick out of 2 tie nearly slid into the ring.
2 count.
To break it up.
Come on, get up!
It's essentially 3-on-1 here with the bank at ringside.
Here's one more stuff.
See Everett and referee Everett's trying to trying to keep the bank at bay. It's easier said than done with these guys, and now
Bring him out of the corner.
Yeah, mess up.
Everett going for the corner mount.
2, 9. Come on.
And now she show up on the apron. The bank is up here once again. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, my God. Oh, and Bailey countered with the power bomb off of the bank distraction. Not like this. Come on. No, and Everett kicks out at 2 again. And Bailey cannot believe it. He's in the bank. Unbelievable. What an opening contest here between Bailey Bright and Everett Benton at the Zen Den show here in Rock Falls. Is now Everett trying to put Bailey trying to put Everett away. Has him up on his shoulders. Look at Everett throwing the elbows, trying to fight back. And now look at Everett. Oh, the code breaker, the double knees. But he's got to get in that cover too. Oh, and Bailey with the foot on the ropes. Got to give it to Bailey. Knows where the ring. Knows where he's at in the ring. See referee Vic Betts trying to keep the bank at bay, but they just will not. Keep away. Look at Bailey's got a hold of the ref. He's got a hold of the ref. Oh, and the low blow.
Man, this ref has got his hands.
The referee didn't see it. I heard somebody say in the crowd, he's got his hands full. Oh my goodness.
Who you calling?
No. There it is.
You old man, Mr. White Hairs.
Into the pedigree. Shoulders are down. That'll do it.
Here is your winner, Bailey Bright.
Well, Bailey gets the win, but he certainly didn't do it by himself. He had the bank with him every step of the way, and that patented low blow that he's grown to be accustomed to. We've seen it time and again from Bailey, and unfortunately it reared its ugly head here. You see Bailey stands tall to begin 2023, but nothing to take away from Everett Benton. The poor kid got screwed at every turn in this matchup. You hate to see that.
All right, it is Getting Heat with Zeke. It's our premiere episode here. Is that right?
Season premiere?
Yeah, it is. A
Series premiere?
Series premiere, if you will.
Series and season?
With all the production values of a TikTok light in the background. Got some chunks of rotisserie chicken.
Delicious.
So we'll set this up for you folks. What this is, basically, it's going to be a hot sauce interview. So Christian Rose is going to be the first one. He'll be going through this gauntlet of hot sauces here.
Are these in any specific order?
I think they are mildest to hottest, so we'll kind of try to keep that in mind here. Maybe just give a quick introduction to yourself, and we'll Get started here.
Name's Christian Rose. I have been professionally wrestling on the independent since 2006. Big Midwest guy. I also have my own podcast. Check it out. It's called What Are We Even Doing? Available on pretty much anything that podcasts are available on. And we're on Patreon. So give me some of your money.
He wants your money.
I do want your money.
Adequately poured this.
You're very much struggling. Yes.
All right. What do you call that?
An adequate dosage?
An adequate dosage. Yes, I usually leave that for another part of my life.
Same.
So whatever. We'll get to that later on, maybe.
Hopefully not.
So this is Tapatio. It's pretty. You know this one, right?
I've seen it. I don't know if I've ever actually had it.
Fairly I guess,
common.
generic, I guess you would say. Nothing too. So we'll start you out light. Get Miller Light, as a matter of fact.
Got to.
So as we start here, I want to know, when was your first match and against who was your first match against?
Excellent question here. So I tried this Tapatio. First of all,
how is it?
That's actually pretty good.
Good.
Like, to such a degree, I may buy some.
Yeah.
My first match, I can't remember the exact date, but it was in March of 2006, and it was a very bad triple threat against a gentleman named TK Hammer and another gentleman named JD Steele. Initials were real popular back then.
Yeah, that is very indie. That is very early 2000s indie name there with the initials.
I was not supposed to be in said match. I was just supposed to be in a battle royal, which I thought was going to be my first match, and I guess technically, was, but battle royals.
It doesn't count as your first match.
But first actual match, and the only reason that I was thrown into that match was because the third participant in the advertised triple threat, Kid Justice, did not show up. Guys, I got to tell you, it was awful. It was just terrible.
I would roll some B-roll here, but it's probably a Z roll at this point.
Fortunately, I don't think there is any footage of it. It was filmed. I used to have... no, I didn't even have... A friend of mine had it on an actual cassette tape.
Wow.
Yeah, and...
audio, by the way.
Hopefully.
This is really boring.
Hopefully that footage has been destroyed.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
All right. Well... On to bigger and better things in your wrestling career and into hotter things in the spice world. This is sriracha made by Texas Pete. So it's their version of sriracha. I probably had to take that part out.
Yeah,
right?
you got
That's
to.
Right.
Now, see, this is going to be interesting for me because I am big fan of sriracha.
Yeah.
I go through that stuff quite frequently. But I haven't had the
Texas Pete?
Yeah, no.
Red Hot Texas style.
Texas style! No, Peter from Dallas hasn't graced me with the sauce yet.
Peter from Dallas was a movie I used to watch. Anyways. This is Texas Pete. We had this one of the regular sriracha one. What's your review of it? I need to try these.
It is good. I think I still like my classic sriracha just a bit better.
Yeah, the regular one with the rooster.
Yep, got to.
All right, get another
sriracha, by the way, classic sriracha, put it on eggs.
Yeah, it is very good.
Amazing.
It is very good. Let's take another dip in there while I ask you.
Yeah, I'm going to try some. That's pretty good sauce there.
All right, so I just want to ask you, you kind of come into your own the last, 8, 9, 10 years or so here wrestling. How long do you think it took for you in wrestling for where it started to feel like, oh, okay, I get what I'm doing, I get what the crowd wants out of me? When did it start to, how long did you actually start until you felt that it clicked for you and it actually felt comfortable for you? Or you didn't really question yourself anymore, I guess is what I'm asking.
For me, it took a couple years, honestly. When I first started, I was only having one match a month at best because I was just working for the place that I had trained at.
Right.
And then once I started traveling a little bit more and, getting booked other places, I was like, okay, I'm learning this. But, like I said, my first match was in 06, and I don't think that I really started to, get it until about 2009, actually. And at that point, I was still having matches that I think
were passable.
Were passable
right.
to, some of them were good, too. But a lot of it was just there was a whole crop of guys in the area at that time from different regions, I guess, of the state. But we were all kind of coming up at the same time, and we all wanted to be good.
Yeah.
And so the matches that I had that were passable to good were based on that collective effort.
Gotcha.
But it probably wasn't until 09 where I got to the point where I was like, oh, I can do this.
Right.
I can do this with someone that's new or not good or whatever.
Yeah.
It would have been somewhere around in there.
So there you have it, kids. You're gonna suck for 3 years.
Yeah, at least. And if
Or
you're
maybe
good,
not.
And if you're good out of the gate,
Screw you.
yeah.
All right, we are through our first two, which are pretty common hot sauces. I don't know why I moved them there, but let's get a little play for
We
them.
gotta get some sponsorships going on for
I know. I'm all about
This
the
one I've
sponsors.
never heard of.
I have never heard of
all.
this either. I'll be honest, the bottle kind of intrigued me. It's called Yellow Bird sauce.
Yellowbird sauce.
This is the jalapeno. They had a hotter one, habanero, but I have another habanero that. I
Oh,
figured
great.
would go
Awesome.
taste. So this is called jalapeno condiment. It sounds like a British
I've never,
jalapeno condiment.
I've never seen a condiment that says condiment on it.
Yeah, it tells you exactly what it is.
Why
Yellow
would you
Bird.
market it that way?
Oh, yeah, I keep forgetting that.
In case the customers are confused by words like sauce, it's only it's in the condiment aisle. It's in the condiment section. It's labeled as condiment. What is this?
It really was. And they were all habanero condiment.
Recently had a conversation about how maple syrup is basically breakfast sauce.
That is very true. I
It's
never really
like
thought about
ketchup
that.
for pancakes.
Ketchup for Pancakes, in case you didn't know, was the name of my third concept album. Sold really well in diners, so looking forward to that.
This can't possibly be bad.
Jalapeno condiment. It kind of looks like ketchup, so we'll see what your description. After I poured it, I didn't really like the
Jalapeno
consistency.
condiment sounds like an ad that would be on that Russian version of Itchy and Scratchy.
Yeah. All right, so from a local standpoint and from a nationwide standpoint, who has kind of influenced your? What do you think of it there? Is it hot at all? Is it?
Not really.
Yeah. And once
not
I
even-
once I poured it, I was like, I don't know about that. It looks ketchupy.
It's very tangy. I'm getting no jalapeno. Also thrown off by a jalapeno condiment that is red.
Yeah,
What with
exactly.
Traditionally, jalapenos being green.
I think I got bamboozled here, folks.
That is my
got
least
it.
favorite of the ones that we've done
Tomato
so far.
condiment.
I think I'm going to actually go back to the sriracha for my next little bit of chicken here.
There you
All right,
go.
I'm sorry, go on.
No, yeah, I was just asking who a nationwide maybe influenced you, national wrestler, and who like that you've worked with on a personal, local, regional level, maybe throughout the years. Who have kind of been the most influential people? Maybe give me 3 of them.
So far as like a national level, like guys, like are you asking like guys that you would watch?
Watch on TV.
Okay,
WWE,
okay, cool.
AEW, stuff like that. ROH, if you want to go down that road.
For me and like the style of wrestling that I like and whatnot, once I realized that like, okay, this is the stuff that I'm going to do in ring because there's so many different styles of wrestling.
Yeah.
Chris Hero in ring was a big influence on me because he made strikes look not just look believable but entertaining and like great. Plus like he's a tall dude, he's got long limbs just like me, but he also wasn't known for like being a big dude. So I gravitated towards that very, very early on. Jake Roberts was a big influence on me for promos because, especially back in like, the late 80s to the early 90s, you had a lot of guys that were cutting promos like, when we get you in the cage at May 27th in the Super Sweat. And they're just like screaming stuff, but then like Jake Roberts would just talk.
Quietly.
And it was very like sinister, but also like very believable. And even when he was a good guy, you just would like he seemed like someone that like back then I feel like the WWF didn't seem like these were real people,
right?
And I mean that's when they started calling them superstars, and they're all
over the top,
over the top, larger than life, right? And it's not that those guys were like not talented or anything. Like I love Randy Savage, right? I prefer Jake Roberts on the mic just because even as a kid I was like, that guy exists outside of that building. Yeah. Like Jake Roberts was a guy that could go home.
Right.
And,
yeah, exactly.
You like imagine Randy Savage going to the bank or something. Like it was just so hard for me to wrap my mind around.
Yeah, I completely understand.
And then if I had to pick a third one, in more recent times, John Moxley. Okay. Because like I like the way that everything that he does is believable in the context of pro wrestling, right? Especially now, like I prefer John Moxley to Dean Ambrose, because that's a person who he fights and wrestles and has matches almost like an enthusiast of the sport more than like a.
I saw this somewhere, so, like
not that he's not an athlete or anything like that, but like. he really seems like somebody that watched this stuff and was just kind of like, yeah, I'm just going to go do it.
Right.
And I really like the way that his matches feel. They feel like believable.
I hear you.
So locally, I had a great long run of matches with Matt Cage. We basically really influence each other in different ways, so that's always going to be one of them. I've been very, very lucky in my career to have worked with a lot of famous people, and I've clipped bits and pieces from all of them.
Right.
AJ Styles was a big influence on me, and I got to have one match with him, and I learned a lot from it.
Yeah.
Locally, Bobby Houston. I only think I ever had like 3 matches with that guy, but like that's a guy. Like I like to think that I'm smart about this stuff. That's a guy that was a borderline genius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Just a very, very, very intelligent professional.
Knows the why is about as best as anybody.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, well,
What's up next?
I think we step it up here. We got the premium habanero sauce. It's no longer no longer a condiment. It's straight sauce, baby. Scotty O'Hotty. It is not Scott Taylor. I hate to. This is the Irish Scott.
There's a lot of road cones that are labeled copyright infringement that this Scott has weaved around in order to make this product.
There's a lot going on here. The Motor City hot sauce, Scotty O'Hotty.
You also left out this extra hot that's up there, so it reads as Scotty O'Hotty hot.
Also, and it's a number 2 pencil.
Old number 2, established 2011.
Made in Michigan with the Italian font. Anyways, we're gonna see how Scotty
famous for their spicy food.
Exactly. So I'm gonna just dab it on here.
All right.
You want white or dark or don't?
No, we'll go with that one.
All right.
Yeah.
Habanero sauce here. Sorry,
I
kind of set you up there.
That's fine.
Scotty O'Hotty. Let's see if Scotty O'Hotty brings it, as they say Michiganders are known to do.
Woo.
Gotcha.
Yeah. A little bit. That is good, but I'm going back for more. That was probably a mistake.
What is your role right now, and what do you consider your future goals for Zawa? I mean, how do you view yourself here in this company?
First of all, that was easily the hottest one that we've had. And I'm glad that I ate it quickly. It will come back to haunt me within the hour. I like to think that my role right now is the guy who elevates our newer guys.
Yeah.
I'm confident in my ability to have matches with the other people in Zawa that are tenured and
right.
they for lack of a better term, they know their stuff.
Yeah.
I like having matches with younger guys, with newer guys, to show them, hey, this is hard, but it doesn't have to be as hard. Coach, I guess.
Right.
I like to view myself now in Zawa as what's the term, player coach? Is that
there
what
you
it
go.
is? For when I first started out, all the way back in 06 and everything, I did not have what's called Everette to help me on shows when I was on the road or trying to travel or anything. I didn't have that, and it honestly cost me a lot of time. I think that's probably why it didn't click for me until several years later, because I was just stumbling and bumbling my way through.
At straws.
Yeah, exactly. So, and I don't think that guys should have to go that same route. So if somebody can get help in the first year or two, then great, go. Be more successful than I was.
For sure.
Whatever. Great.
Good. Get out of here,
great. Brand, wonderful.
Don't take my spot, kid.
What do we got next?
We got Melinda's Ghost Pepper Hot Wings. So I'll be honest, I didn't get to sample these, so this might end up being the hottest one. It looks nastiest, the gnarliest.
Didn't taste great.
Sky, no, I didn't like the taste.
Not really.
Yeah, you went back, but yeah.
Yeah, I finished it. I went to completion.
So
this is
Scott
followed by Melinda.
Melinda's Ghost Pepper, creamy style. We got 2 ghost peppers.
This also says and condiment.
And condiment. So it's a sauce and a condiment.
That would imply there's 2 things in
so
that.
we went from condiment, sauce, and condiment.
The next one is must mayo estradanaise.
Yes. You never want to have
a deep pull there.
You never want to have 2 packages, 2 containers for a condiment.
Now this is a ghost pepper?
This is ghost pepper. Okay. I actually did try this one. This one's pretty tasty.
Alright, cool.
I kind of went back to it.
The local sandwich place that I go to a lot, they have ghost pepper cheese available.
Oh, okay.
And they just changed owners.
Yeah.
And I went in with the new ownership and they were like, we had to keep the ghost pepper cheese because we know you frequent it so much. I was like, that's great. Okay.
They didn't ghost your ghost pepper.
They did not.
All right, so this is going to be a pretty quick one, and I'll beep out the name here, as I mentioned earlier. So if you had to describe your match with how would you describe it?
Hang on, real quick. I'm sorry. This is actually really good.
Yeah, it is very good.
This is excellent.
Actually, tell me what you told me after you had that match. What you wanted to do.
I hope that I get it right. I wanted to quit and then die.
You also mentioned that you wanted to kill Vince McMahon.
because he created what instilled the love of this in the first place. I wanted everything that had ever happened that made me enjoy professional wrestling to be done and gone, buried and torched in that order. Yeah, arguably the worst match that I think I have ever had, and I have had some very, very bad matches.
Hey, at least it was in front of a auto.
Yes, in front of the passing traffic.
Yes.
I hadn't planned on
having a bad match.
I hadn't planned on having a bad match, but I also hadn't planned on having like the greatest match. I remember that day.
Yeah.
It was summer. I was driving my bike.
I wasn't even trying to be mediocre, and you fucked it up.
Dude, I remember I drove there wearing a pair of shorts. I wrestled in that pair of shorts, and I drove home wearing that pair of shorts. I was just kind of like, hey man, let's just have a good fun day. You know, it's a great fun outdoor show. Let's have a good match, whatever. And I was denied. I was denied that good match. That was the only thing I needed that was also like a week before I left for England. That's the thing that I really remember. I was like, I'm about to go overseas and perform and get paid for it. And my love of this has just been completely
shattered.
Just eviscerated.
All right.
Oh,
so
God.
we're going to go from one end to the other there. We asked about one of your worst matches there. This is a Ghost Pepper Salsa. So where would you say, heat-wise, that last one ranked? Between these ones, or...?
No, honestly, I think that one might be a little bit hotter than even the mango. Yeah, yeah. I think now you have them in the right order as far as the heat goes.
This is actually a salsa.
A salsa.
People like to say salsa.
It's the number one condiment.
This is my favorite salsa. And although it's not necessarily, you wouldn't necessarily put it on chicken, I think you'll like it. And we'll see if you think it's hotter than this one. I do think it's hotter than that one.
Let's give this a whirl here.
And,
also, I like how many of these have a person attached to them in the
name. Mrs. Renfro,
Melinda,
Scotty, my friend Jalapeno, Texas Pete.
Texas Pete? Yeah, I forgot all the way about Texas Pete.
Texas Pete is...
I think Tepito or whatever it is the name of the guy on the bottle.
Yeah. He asks no quarter. So we went from possibly your worst match to what is your favorite match that you've had in your career?
This is very good.
It is very good.
So, the favorite thing that I have about favorite matches is that it should change.
Yeah.
Like, you shouldn't just be like, well,
right.
I peaked 6 months in.
Right.
So for me, my favorite match that I've ever had actually happened this past year for Journey Pro. It is available on YouTube, and it was myself versus Jeremy Wyatt. And it was a big build.
Yeah.
Big thing. So we had a 2-day tournament, which is also really cool. Crowned the first ever Journey Pro champ.
Great belt, by the way.
Beautiful, beautiful title. We are there, and Jeremy Wyatt, for those of you who don't know, is probably the best professional wrestler.
And I don't want to say unknown, but
yeah,
he's not an indie darling. He's not on TV, but you watch the guy's matches, and holy smokes, the guy is he's crisp as it comes.
Next level talent. I consider him a friend and a peer, and he still intimidates the absolute hell out of me.
Right.
He's just so good.
Mm-hmm.
And right before we go out, the power goes out in the building.
Yeah.
And I am like, I guess for lack of a better term, distraught. Yeah, I'm freaking out. I was like, well, what do we do? Whatever. Those fans lit that building and lit that ring with their phones.
Yeah.
And
awesome
yeah, man, we went out. Like I've told this story before on other shows and whatnot, but like just had a great match, and then like the energy from those people because of the power going out in the situation, it was unrivaled. Like
awesome.
That was easily the best match that I have had. And what's funny is, initially I was upset because I was like, oh man, I didn't think people were going to get to see it. Turns out the cameras were running on battery.
Oh, nice.
So that's how the footage is available, and it is, again, like I said, it's on YouTube for free. But yeah, once it all kind of settled in that like, oh, this isn't just going to be like lost forever, or some random clips from somebody's phone or something, then I was like, yeah, like in the moment I knew it was great, but as soon as I realized, okay, this isn't just going to be something that me and these people remember, this is something that like I can actually show people.
Right.
And I've gone back and rewatched it. yeah, man, I think it's the best match I've ever had. And like me and Wyatt have talked about it afterwards. If the power hadn't gone out, if we had just had, everything had gone as planned or expected, it still would have been very good.
Right.
But that situation and the people lighting it and, that energy and that emotional investment then because of that situation just made it something truly special.
For sure.
Yeah, otherwise, I've had like 2 matches with Matt Cage that I loved. I absolutely loved my first match with Bailey here for Zawa Live a few years ago. That one was, as I like to call it, a keeper. But yeah, man, the lights going out and those people lighting the ring and everything, like for me, that's something I'm never going to forget.
Yeah, definitely circumstances kind of dictate that situation. Well, thank you very much, Christian Rose. And if you want to tell the people what you got going on, wrestling wise, podcast wise, all that, and then
check me out. Wrestling for Zawa Live, obviously. Rocket Pro Wrestling, Dreamwave Wrestling. Check them out there. A lot of crazy stuff happening. Dreamwave, St. Louis Anarchy. Give them a like, give them a follow. Love St. Louis Anarchy.
All great companies.
And you can also follow me in my podcast. It's called What Are We Even Doing? We review wrestling and we talk movies every so often, but primarily just wrestling stuff. Let's see, you can follow me on Twitter at WAWED Podcast. I am a 16-year-old girl in the year 2010, so you can add me on Snapchat at Bitter Lunatic.
There you go.
And otherwise, I'm not really on social media, so that's that.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Christian Rose, and enjoy your chicken, your victory chicken.
Victory chicken. Delicious victory chicken.
Well, that was Gettin' Eat with Zeke Zishi, and I don't know why I stood up.
Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, Jakey Jack Spade of the Dojo. Spade, can I get your thoughts on your match tonight, man?
I have thoughts, okay? And you're a big part of it. I hold you personally accountable. I am the sun in the sky of Zawa. Okay? I am the light that shines down upon every piece of trash and illuminates it and brings it up and makes it mean something. I have the #1 merchandise seller in all of Zawa, Hunk Cassidy, and it's because of me. I'm a leader. I am the smartest man here. But the people say I'm not a fireweight. I don't deserve to go for the fireweight title. Why? How can I be the sun in the sky and not get the fireweight title? What is a fireweight? Where is the limit? Where's the book? Show me the rules. At heart, I'm a teacher. And today, I'm teaching lessons.
That was Jiggy Jack.
Gonna hand it off to them? Yeah. Why aren't you handing it off to me? Huh? Why isn't this my shot, huh?
I don't know.
Why can't I be the fireweight?
I put
It'll fit.
Well, that's one reason.
Get over it!
It's
not
I'm not
yours.
the one making the matches. I'm not the one
You
talking.
haven't earned it.
It's just not.
Well, Jiggy Jack is... oh, wait a minute here. Let's not do that.
That's not me.
It's not my job.
You are the powers that be.
I'm not.
No, I'm not... oh, whoa! Well, Jack Spade was all over the official here trying to say that the official referee Vic Betts is the one costing him the opportunity to acquire the title. Stone Stronghold has had enough here as he is taking it to Jiggy Jack in the corner. Look out, sending it back across the ring. Good Lord. Here comes the fireweight champion, big splash in the corner. And Jiggy Jack's right. He is not eligible to compete for the fireweight title. And, oh, wait a minute. Oh! Big splash in the corner. That might be distracting him a little bit as Stronghold takes control. Oh, my God, look out. And Spade with the drop down saves himself and Stronghold down to the floor.
Where's my belt?
Oh boy. How quickly the momentum can turn, how quickly the tides can change, but I mean,
Get back in the ring, Stone. Let's go. One.
Come on, pal. Get back in.
Stronghold now out on the floor, and oh goodness.
I'm taking this with me. When you can't get your dumb, stupid self back in the ring, you useless piece of crap. 3. Count faster. Let's go.
Well, does Spade not realize that this is a non-title match, first of all, and even if it was the title, would not change hands on a count-out?
6.
Jiggy Jack is all out of sorts here, but you know, Stronghold's back in the ring, and you hear the fans here at the studio giving a clap. All that's going to do is make Spade angry, and you don't want to make Spade angry. Yikes. Yeah, the big right hand again. The big gripe is that Spade, not eligible to compete for that title, insists that he is.
Eligible. I can hear every word you say.
Listen, I'm not the man to talk about that either. To speak to about that either. That's far above my pay grade. I will say that, but you know, poor Stronghold is just kind of on the receiving end of a gripe and grudge of Jack Spade against nearly everyone in Zawa. Now being joined here on commentary by
the commentation station.
The big bad coyote, Christian Rose. Welcome aboard, sir.
Commentary table conveniently shaped like a tripod today.
This whole cover here, but a kick out at 1 by Stone Stronghold. What do you make of Jiggy Jack Spade's gripe about the Fireweight title here? How he's not eligible.
I mean, exactly is the way to fire.
I am not sure. I don't know. That's determined by someone far above my pay grade, but
he is wearing a red
and some yellow,
supporting maybe firefighters, maybe Hulk Hogan, maybe Clifford, the big red dog. But
regardless, poor Stronghold here. He's kind of just. Oh God! Big elbow
from Wisconsin's finest export, Jiggy Jack Spade.
And into the cover here, shoulders are down, and Stronghold kicks out at 2. Poor Stronghold just kind of on the receiving end of Jiggy Jack's gripe, anger, everything.
Although let's be honest, being the finest export from misses the Ultimate Warrior style splash.
Nobody home there. Stronghold's going to try to do something here.
More like the Ultimate Warrior. Turns him around.
Oh!
Almost a rude awakening style neck break. Runs past him.
Spade. Oh! Big lariat. Good God. Took the man off his feet into the cover. Stronghold kicks out at 2 again.
Did not expect to see strong style Jack Spade here today, but there it was.
No, we're not kidding you.
It was indeed. And
docile lariat.
Jack Spade just raining down, punishing this poor young man for really no reason.
Hopefully our other camera got you a better shot of that than we saw. He may have been going to the eyes? Question mark?
You're coming home with me. You're coming home with me whether or not you want to.
Jiggy Jack Spade talking to the Fireweight Championship. It probably will not respond.
I'm going to guess no.
If it does, we have some serious issues.
What dimension would we be in? Meanwhile, Stronghold trying to fight back. Oh my God. That boulder of a right hand by Jack Spade just flooring Stronghold here.
Jack Spade is a veteran. He's been around for a very long time. Stone, I believe, still in his first year of competition.
Yes, but you know, he's had a hot start to his career. Oh my God, and that'll...
Big avalanche in the corner.
That'll put an end to that quickly.
Easy lateral press.
This should be it. Into the cover. No! And Stronghold showing the resiliency, kicking out at 2 again.
Nobody kicks out of the lateral press.
Get out of
Stronghold
here.
did.
Impressive. What do you make of this young man's Stone Stronghold? You know, he kind of got away from Lieutenant Dan, forged his own path, and he's done pretty well.
Getting away from Lieutenant Dan is usually the right call.
Yes.
In any capacity.
Yes.
But I mean, good on him. Less than a year in, he's been here in South Life. He's absolutely killer to post.
Oh, but look at... Wait a minute. Goes under over. Whoa! Hold up. No, Spade rolls through it.
It's a Randy Orton style from back in the day. Roll up there.
Uh-oh. Look at this. Upset flip. And he got it. Can he get it? The shoulders are down. Is it enough? No! And Spade kicks out at 2.
Jeff Jarrett-esque kick out by Jiggy Jack Spade. That's the most painful sunset flip I think I've ever seen. Well, it's ineffective clothesline.
Well, it is Spade's world. We're just living in it, but look at Stronghold trying to throw the clothesline.
Stomped to the toes on that mismatched boot. Rolls over him. Coming from behind. No! Bulldog with a kick in the face on the way down.
No! Spade kicks out at 2. Back and forth we go here. Stronghold finally finding his footing in this match.
Ref showing some discretion on the kick out.
Oh, and here goes DDT! What a DDT into the cover! No, and Spade kicks out at 2.5.
Just spiked him off of Damien's death trap.
Oh my goodness.
You know what that stands for?
Really? Yeah. The more you know. Christian Rose, the encyclopedia of professional wrestling, ladies and gentlemen.
The move was invented / popularized by one Jake Roberts. Damien was his snake of choice. Watch your head there, buddy.
Look out.
About to have a death match.
Low ceilings here at the Zawa Live headquarters.
Yeah, that was not a great landing for Mr.
No, it wasn't. It looked like a roll from Jack Spade. Look at rolls back over his front. That's it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Our winner, Stone Stronghold.
Well, Stone Stronghold picked it up. Countered the Oklahoma roll.
Countered the Oklahoma roll, got all of his body weight on Jack Spade's upper body, and was able to get him for a quick 3.
Look at Jack Spade. He's in shock. I mean, this wasn't even for the title. This was a non-title match.
I mean, he should be in shock. He dominated the back end of that match for several minutes. Now just screaming to his chosen deity.
I'm Stronghold. I'm heading out here. I think Jack Spade's going to be in hot pursuit of him.
Grabbing his own
Maybe
ring
next
here.
time.
Don't give her out your trophies.
Hopefully the loser share of the purse allows him to buy boots that match.